wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Carolina.
Here's a running play now for Thielen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down,
a former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That one complete downfield to Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina! Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. first carry of the game for Zamir White. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Ridder now. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Las Vegas, certainly the home to a bunch of great shows, but none worth the price of admission more than Davante Adams. Produced over 1,100 yards for the 4th straight year despite some instability around him. And he's looking to make it 5 straight this season.
Ridder off the play fake. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Off the play fake, it's Ridder. It's Myers again with another catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They run straight ahead here with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ridder. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second down and 3.
Young now. He gets this one to Johnson.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hubbard again.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
That open man that time, man, they put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Second and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to throw it here. Ridder. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On play action, here's Ridder. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. White, they'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Panthers first down.
Here's Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Young to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Young. Thomas brings it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it
in this third quarter of action. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 61 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. To the sideline and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a toss right side with White.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Ridder to throw it. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Ridder. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ridder will set up to throw it. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jakobi Meyers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Final minute now of the third quarter. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And some guys just have that knack of finding the first down flag and getting there. Hubbard did it very well on that carry, and he did it really well last season. 59 first down runs a year ago.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Throwing, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Young will set to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ridder now. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Young. Now, back foot throw there is incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ridder cannot escape, and they bring him down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Ridder. That is caught. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. J.C. Horn, really nice defensive effort. He'll get the tackle for loss.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here's 2nd down.
Young now.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And able to get this out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Powers through. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?